Hey, I was thinking about it, and why don't we just cancel our flight? Like, why don't we just drive to New York? We can take the truck. We're in South Carolina! We came to a rest stop because growing up, I never stopped at rest stops, and I've always wanted to. And now that we're in these super beautiful states, of course we have to. Look at this. I could sit around and wait. Oh my God. It's endless. There's benches everywhere, up in there. There's a view to the water. There's restrooms. This is my dream come true. I've always wanted to stop at rest areas and just chill. So that's what we're doing. If you haven't gotten to it yet, if you have not watched part 1, make sure that you go and watch it. We drove from Texas to here, to Georgia / South Carolina. And now we're driving from here all the way to New York City, our home. Our second home. Now let's go pee and explore this random, well, it's not random, it's the South Carolina rest stop.
I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody.
Oh, remind me, I should take a thumbnail here.
I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody.
I want to make this point that it's so possible to explore, even like within your own country, wherever you live. And you can find some super beautiful areas. Like, what? You don't have to spend all this money on international flights to have a beautiful, scenic vacation and reset.
There is nothing in you that is fading.
The restrooms are nice. There's no one in here. Shall I take a poop? I don't have to though. I guess we'll just be. Little rest stop restroom. Off the bucket list. These at night though? You can never catch me at one of these at night. Yeah, this is a murder scene. On our way to grab a McDonald's Coke, some fuel. Just had the most wholesome conversation with a lady from McDonald's. She was like so interested in our lives. And we were interested in hers, to be honest. She was such a cutie. She was like, why would you go to New York from Texas? We explained to her that we're road tripping and she saw our license plate. And she was like, why would you do that? Well, you know, we won't explain to you the reasons. When the McDonald's cookies are heated up just right, like they're crispy on the edges and soft in the center, it's perfection. You know how sometimes they heat them up too much and then when they give it to you, they're like really hard and awkward? Well, these came out perfect, so thank you to the McDonald's lady. We're still in North Carolina because we have not reached Virginia because I keep stopping to pee every 5 seconds and we came to Walmart. So by the time that we get to Virginia, it's gonna be tomorrow. Super dark. So I'm not gonna film any of that because it's just gonna be a black screen. Not really in the position to be shopping right now But I'm not really shopping. Like, I just walked into Uniqlo, and you can't not buy anything at Uniqlo. They had these new baby tees, and I got 2 of them. I got one in yellow and in white, and they're super cute, like literal baby tees in all colors. You have to. I had to buy one. I'm finally in Washington, D.C. D.C. The city, not like the one where Seattle is. I learned that today. We were staying at my cousin's place, and I had no idea that he lives in the cutest area ever. And it's convincing me that, you know, there's other things out there other than New York City. Like, look at this. This is so cute. And it's empty right now just because it's raining. I'm going to a thrift store. Well, I'm gonna try walking there. I don't know if it's walkable, that's the only thing. Because yes, there's like a whole shopping mall area, but you already know I have to hit up the thrift stores because that's what's gonna be the most unique. And Manuel is working right now online, so I was like, what can I do by myself that, you know, won't make me feel guilty, like, for doing without him, because pobrecito, he's working. I'll go thrifting. Yeah. So let's see if I can actually walk there. I'm just hoping that it's not like me having to cross a highway. It says it's a 10-minute walk, so let's attempt. Here I go, about to cross this street. Only person on the streets. And we have reached a dead end. We reached a dead end. I'm just gonna go all the way around the shopping mall because it looks like that's the only walkable route. It's longer, but it's fine. We're exploring. I have solidified that I'm a city girl and a walking city girl, that's for sure. When we entered this little outdoor mall section of the city, and I saw Sweetgreen, and I saw Sephora and Starbucks, I was like, we've reached civilization. I just saw a sign that said donation center behind this huge building. Let's go! Jackpot. You're kidding. You're kidding me right now. I think that they are like leftovers from stores because look at this. PacSun, 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 PacSun. I don't know if you guys understand how important this is, but there are no baddies in sight. No competition in sight. Like I have this whole store basically to myself. stayed with my cousin and his girlfriend, and it was the best time ever. It was so cool reconnecting with them. We hadn't seen them in years, like since before the pandemic started. So they were the best for taking us in and hosting us and like showing us the most authentic DC experience because they grew up here. We didn't have time to do any of like the basic stuff, like seeing all the monuments and the White House and all of that. That's fine. Like I don't have too much care for that kind of stuff anyway. Like I don't mind. We've also seen them before, like as children. I like I remember going there. It was so cool getting to see the metro. It's so much cleaner than the one in New York, and supposedly it's like a mix of old and new, like modern subway carts, and we got an older cart, but either way it was still nicer than all of the New York carts. Yeah, I feel like we got to just see, like my cousin called it the sampler. They kind of gave us a little sampler of all the different kinds of vibes. Like we went to a super bougie bar, and then a not so bougie, like more college scene bar, and then we went to a comedy show at the end of the night and ended up getting just like super drunk, and we got jumbo slices of pizza. We did it all, and we just had technically half a day here. The only recommendation that I can give out is this bakery that was right in front of their place. It's called Sunday Morning Bakery. I got strawberry jelly donuts yesterday and some raspberry tarts that were super good. Today we got a chocolate chip cookie, and I got strawberry cream filled croissant, a mocha iced coffee to keep me awake, slightly, only slightly hungover. Yesterday I got this bee sting latte. It was basically just a honey and cinnamon latte, and it was also really good. Now we are on our way to Philly. We'll see how much energy we have when we get there. We're just gonna play it by ear because we also don't know like the parking situation and stuff. It's our last day of the road trip. Some insightful thoughts for today. I was just telling Manuel that doing these kinds of adventurous things makes time go by so much slower, because when you get into the routine of like just going to work, going home, getting super tired, taking a nap, being on TikTok for like 3 hours, which we do, as like most of the world does, time just goes by so fast. Your life just flashes before your eyes, and like it's just happening and you're not doing anything interesting. Inserting these kinds of experiences helps to like experience spontaneous things that you would never expect to experience. Like I really came, especially to Washington, with zero expectations. I had no idea what we were gonna do because I kind of just left it in the hands of my cousins. And then we had the best time. I think like this was our favorite city so far. I think just leaving room for more spontaneous activities that are out of your norm. Even just like once a week, trying a new restaurant, taking a walk, make time go a little bit slower. And that's it. Those are my thoughts right now. Sign that I finally captured. Supposedly there's these two cheesesteak, not Philly cheesesteak, cheesesteak places that compete because they're right in front of each other. So we're gonna get one at each spot and compare. This is one of them, looks so cool. The other one is literally right across. Gino's definitely wins in presentation. We're gonna eat in the car because it's freezing. Gino's versus Pat's King's steaks. I thought that the steak was gonna be more engulfed in cheese. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was gonna be more cheesy. It's looking like there's a clear winner. I'm gonna say that Pat's King of Steak has a much better cheesesteak. It's a little greasier, but I'm currently eating it with the Geno's hot sauce. I would buy the Geno's hot sauce in a bottle, and I think they do sell them in a bottle. It's like a really spicy ketchup. It's good. I would put that sauce in like other things at home. Even then, I still prefer a chopped cheese from Hello Brooklyn Deli. I'm a little bit disappointed. I just want the cheese to be incorporated with the meat, you know? Updated thoughts as I'm eating more. The sauce like burns so much, but it's still so good because I love spicy. What I'm realizing, because I took another bite from the Geno's one, the Geno's one had like an uncomfortable amount of onions. This one, it's like a tasteful amount of onions, and it also has more cheese in it. I want you to know how cold it is. It's freezing. But we found some public parking, and I feel like a news reporter.
I think it's public parking.
We have found what we believe to be public parking. We have located the Rocky Steps.
Is that you? Is that you, Rocky? Is that Rocky himself?
I have boogers running down my nose. My hands feel like they're gonna fall off, so that's all for now. Philly. We're definitely gonna come back because it's only like an hour and a half from our place. So we'll be back. Goodbye. It's so cold.